Welcome to Crow and Klein here today with a daily energetic check-in, and we have the Hocus Pocus deck for our card of focus, and we have the Judgment card that came out. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this movie or not, Hocus Pocus. It's actually really, really cool. A Judgment is a card that can signify in the mundane, settled disputes, legal battles, or the perception of others. Okay. Now, in Hocus Pocus, for the Sanderson sisters, judgment comes in the form of hallowed ground. All right. So, as punishment for their wicked ways, they are unable to set foot in a graveyard. All right. Judgment defends the honorable and condemns the malevolent. Where do you stand? What side of justice are you on? All right. So you've basically found a haven after a long journey. Your dedication and labor will be justly rewarded depending on what side of that you're on. Okay, we can be on either side of justice, you guys. So with this great success will come greater understanding of who you are and where you belong. This is it's not kind of. Judgment is also an assessment. Okay, we're assessing ourselves, realigning, and it's a card of awakening. All right, so it's a better understanding of who we are. All right, I agree with that. I agree with that. All right, the Sanderson sisters, love it. I'm gonna turn that a little bit because I love this deck so much. Okay, I do have the Pulp Tarot out for digging into this juicy read. And I want to thank you all for being here on this journey with me. And I am honored to be with you on yours and to bring you daily messages, energetic check-ins. Take it as it resonates. If it fits, great. If it doesn't, no biggie. I usually do 2 a day, except for Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those are my pick a card days. All right. You're going to know where you belong, who you are, and where you belong with that Judgment card. This is really cool. I just did a morning one that was about psychic abilities. It was really cool, actually. Okay, yeah. So coming out under the nature of is the Three of Swords. So yeah, heartbreak, heartache. You know, when we go back and we revisit the past, we do have a lot of, okay, maybe this is just me, but revisiting the past for me, I tend to hit upon the painful memories first, okay? And then I remind myself, now hold on, there were some really great things that happened around that time, okay? So we do hit upon sort of the pain of all of that. So the moon is showing up in your energy. So this can be a card of illusion. It can be a card of something hidden. Now with the Judgment card in this particular deck, remember, it says that you will have a better understanding of who you are and where you belong in this world, right? So there's something that's hidden that will be illuminated for you. Keep doing the work. Keep doing the work. The Eight of Pentacles, you're so close. You're so close to the finish line. Don't give up. Don't stop. Yeah, keep moving forward, okay? This is really great. This is really getting to a better understanding of who you are. Okay? This is your awakening. Don't stop. Don't stop. You're going to have to get through the painful stuff. Once you're through this, you know, it's going to illuminate something about yourself that you didn't know. Just lift your head and look, right? This is a card of awareness. This is a card of, I am not taking another cup that didn't work out for me, right? I keep taking all these cups. But there is one. This is the good one coming in, okay? We just have to pull ourselves out of sort of this apathy, right? Nothing matters. Nobody cares. Nothing matters, right? So this is coming out with that Three of Swords too. So this is sort of the like icky gooey stuff. It's the last little bits of icky gooey that you've got to get through, okay, for this awakening. This is revisiting. I mean, this is all about revisiting, right? Maybe missed opportunities, things you wish you would have done, heartache. Like, this is where you're at. This is what we're going. This is what you're going through now, right before your awakening. In your energy, though, is the Emperor. So you are carrying amazing wisdom with you, even though you may not. Even though, I mean, I do feel like the moon in your energy is that something is going to be illuminated for you, okay? But you have all of this amazing wisdom with you. This wisdom of all four kings is allowing you to rule your world and do it in a way that suits you, okay? You have the final say for this. This is why you're able to keep working. This is why you're able to get through the icky gooey stuff at the bottom of the barrel, right? We have to go through this, all right, as part of your awakening. Revisiting, reassessing, restructuring, changing the narrative, understanding that every heartache has a blessing. That is, every heartache has a blessing. There's something, when something doesn't work out, something else does. So maybe that's the message today, is to go, when you're reassessing the heartache and the things that you feel like didn't work out for you, really look at those and ask yourself, okay, so that didn't work out, what did? If we can change that narrative, you guys, it's gonna help you move through this a lot quicker. And there is an illumination coming for you. You can do it. You have the strength, the power, the charisma, the creativity, the confidence, the heart, the mind, the everything to do this. Okay. And we have the Lover's card showing up underneath that Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, keep working, keep working. Now, this can be someone coming in. But honestly, it just feels like you're going to be reuniting with who you are. As I said, you know, the Judgment card in the Hocus Pocus deck says you're going to have a better awareness of who you are and where you stand in this world, where your place is, where you belong. So there's going to be a reuniting of you with your higher self, is what it feels like. All right, don't give up, because you're almost there. You've almost, it's like, it's right there. It's right just out of your reach, but you're almost there. You can't avoid the heartache and the missed opportunities, or perceived. This is all perceived, right? You got to get through it. And you have to have an understanding about it. And only then can you move forward, right? And moving forward with trust. The Three of Wands in this particular deck, I love. Because look at, it's like an uninhabited planet. And she's run out of air. Maybe. I don't know if she's run out of air. But how do you know if you can breathe the air? You got to take the helmet off, right? And then move forward. There's a lot of trust and confidence with the Three of Wands. And I like that it's coming out underneath the Three of Swords and the Four of Cups, because to me that says that as you're going through these things, you're just, you know, you're finding some inspiration. There's some clarity on how to move forward, and there's a lot of trust and faith in yourself. Okay. That's excellent. Absolutely excellent. And we have the Four of Wands coming out in your energy. Yeah, this is a card. This is the party card. This is a celebration. This is a card of freedom. Now, it can also be a marriage card, but I don't really get that in this reading. This reading is for you and your best and highest good, okay? So there's going to be a lot of freedom when you go through this awakening, when you understand who you are and where you belong. It's coming. There's a big clarity coming. Okay, this is in your energy, or it's going to be in your energy when you get through the icky stuff. I just keep seeing like blackstrap molasses in my mind, right? Which I love. Oh my gosh, and now I want to make cookies, but it's sticky, it's gooey, but it's very nutritional. And so getting through the Three of Swords and the Four of Cups and gaining that confidence and faith in yourself, that's nutritional, right? Like molasses. I know. Okay, that was a stretch. That was a stretch. I get it. Queen of Cups coming up underneath the Lover's card. So yeah, this is about loving who you are and having a beautiful understanding about who you are. Is also about nurturing the self. And I say that because when we are in the Three of Swords and we're in the Four of Cups, we aren't nice to ourselves, right? We're critical, we're judgmental. Hello, Judgment card. That's part of the reassessing. Finding the love and compassion for yourself in every situation, good or bad, whatever it is, all right? This is necessary. You're going to need to take care of yourself through that, and you're going to have to treat yourself with love and compassion, okay? This is really, really important. That is really, really important. That is going to help bring you to you and bring you through this log into this awakening, okay? Into this illumination. Yeah, look, and then you'll be able to rest and recover. You need to rest during this process. You know, when we rest, we heal, not just physically, but our mind heals. And when our mind heals, our heart heals. And when our mind and heart heals, our body heals. Okay, so it's really important to make sure that you're taking care of yourself with compassion, but also with, you know, physical healing. Get some rest. Get some rest. Allow yourself to rest. This to me probably is causing a little sleepless nights, maybe a little bit of worry, but rest the mind. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming up for you as well. So this is incredible foundation and stability in a material world sense. Okay? And I love the Queen in this deck because she's holding that out. And when I first started using the deck, I was like, oh, she's just going to share with everybody because that's the queens do. The queens are so nurturing, right? But in this is sort of, to me, has a very defiant feeling. You said I couldn't do it. Look what I did. Look closer at what I did. Let me put it up in your face. Let me show you what I did. Because I did exactly what you said I couldn't. Okay, that's the energy of this card that I get. Especially in this reading, because you are moving into a new phase once you have this understanding of your past, okay? A lot of times moving forward is clearer for us when we take a look at our past, which is what you need, is what's happening here with this reassessment, assessing and awakening with the Judgment card, okay? Under the deck, just because I don't want to get out of this energy, I love it, is the Ten of Pentacles, all right? Generational wealth. Yeah, you're gonna go crazy here. This is beautiful, all right? And I hope that you can, I don't hope, you have the Emperor in your energy. So I know that you can go back and look at the past in order to move forward, okay? All right. That is your reading for today. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I'll see you soon.